Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Paula. So I wanted to come on here real quick and just have a chat with you guys and talk about the reality of being a YouTuber in this day and age, and the reality of how it is to actually be a YouTuber, and just have some a chat about some tough love and some things that I wish I knew, and some things I wish I had this conversation with somebody when I was first starting out my channel. But yeah, just get coffee or whatever, or just clean your room as you listen to this video. But it's gonna be really chill, video, just chatting about the harsh truth about growing on YouTube, and how it actually is to become a YouTuber. If you're not a YouTuber, you may not understand some of the stuff that I'm discussing in this video. And if you're thinking about starting your channel, this is just this is not to scare you away from starting your channel, or to deter you, don't do it. No, that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is just give you realistic expectation, what should your mindset be going into this. And I made a list of 5 things that I wish I had a conversation with someone about when I was first starting out my channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's start on with the video. Number 1, no one cares until you give them a reason to care. And this was something that actually broke my heart when I realized is that nobody cares about you on YouTube. Your audience that are watching your videos don't care about you until you give them a reason to care. So if you've noticed is that people always recommend when you're first starting your channel to not create vlogs because nobody cares about your life. But then we see all these big vloggers and how they're getting millions of views on a morning routine video, and it's why do that many people care about what they do in the morning? Why? I see people I'm not gonna mention specific YouTubers right now, but I see some YouTubers that create a day in my life, and that video gets 500,000 views in 24 hours, and I'm asking myself, why is it that when they create a day in my life, they get views, but I don't? Why is it that they're getting millions of people to watch a normal day of them going about their life, but when I do it, I get 0 views? And the thing is, nobody cares until you give them a reason to care. These people did not start their channel with a day in my life or with vlogs. If I went back to a lot of these YouTubers, first few videos, and most of them have had their channels for 5, 6, 7 years, and when they first started their channel, they didn't start with vlogs. They started with something informative to gather their original audience, and then they started creating vlogs. So they had their audience first. They gave people something to care about. People are not just gonna go and watch your morning routine video unless they know you. It doesn't have to be personally, it can be over the internet, but they need to know you and have a connection with you for them to watch a day in my life video that you're doing, or a normal vlog. So I think instead of trying to create vlogs without having an audience, if you're a vlog channel, I recommend that you start with videos that provide value to people. You get the people to come to you for some kind of value. It can be entertainment value, it can be educational value, informative, just something. Provide value. You will always succeed if you give other people something, you provide value to them. And then once you've gotten those first few subscribers, then you can then focus on keeping them. How do you keep them? You continue to provide value, but at this point, they've watched, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your videos. They're probably somewhat interested in your daily life. So if they see you make a vlog, they're probably going to watch it because they've watched other of your videos and they've built this kind of bond and connection to you and to your channel. The second thing that I want to talk about is as far as friends and family and acquaintances, if I would say, is the fact that no one cares about you, and do not expect any of your friends or family to support you until you are successful. So, when I first started my channel, I didn't tell any of my friends or family to subscribe to me. I actually got my first few subscribers by promoting myself anonymously on social media. I would join Facebook groups. I remember there was days where I would like spend hours on Facebook just like posting my video links online, trying to get people to watch them. But I was so embarrassed on my channel. But then once I got out of my head and I stopped being embarrassed, I posted on my story. I expected my quote unquote friends. I hate that word. I hate the word friends just because of how sparingly I use it. Like, there are some people in my life that don't deserve to be called my friend, but I call them my friend regardless. But I think from now on, I'm going to start using the term acquaintances. Like, I know you, you know me. You know about me, I know about you, but we're not friends, okay? But or like classmates, or like just like people at my school, I guess. People at my school, at my church, just who I see, often, I guess. But I posted my story and I was like so hyped because doing that was really big for me. Like, I was, or used to be, a little bit, still am, and working on it, a people pleaser. I used to be that so much. I used to care so much about what others thought of me. Not anymore. I'm working on it right now still, but not as much as in the past. But pushing myself to post my new YouTube video on my story doesn't seem like such a big deal, but to me it was, because I was so scared of what others would think about me. But I pushed myself, I did it regardless, and I got no response, no feedback. Nobody even like slid up on my story, like commenting. No one like commented on my video, and I felt so heartbroken. Like, I thought y'all were my friends. I thought y'all was gonna support me. Yet they pretended like they didn't even see it. Like, people are not gonna support you till it becomes a trend to support you. And I guess like a big part of my journey is just like, realizing that you are on this journey by yourself, and it's your YouTube channel. Because at the end of the day, when you start getting all the money, when you start being successful, when you start thriving on YouTube and reaching all of your goals, you're not obligated to share your success with them. Just as they are not obligated to support you, they don't have to support you. They're not obligated to give you their support. You're also not obligated to give them your success or share your success with them when you do become successful. And having that mindset has really changed my perspective and my mind. And occasionally I do post on my story about my new videos, and it's funny because it's the people that I don't even know in real life, but I've never met, they're the ones who support me, strangers. And I feel, honestly, I will feel more comfortable calling those strangers my friends than my people at my school my friends, because they don't support me. And it's just crazy. But people are not obligated to support you, and you are also not obligated to share your success with them when you do become successful. So having that mindset really changed the game for me. And it's just life. It's your channel, it's your journey, and you're doing this for your future self and for yourself, and not for anybody else. Next up, I want to have like a quick discussion about unfair advantages. um Everybody has an unfair advantage. For the longest time, I thought I did not have an unfair advantage. I think it was Ali Abdal's video. If you don't know who he is, he's a ex-doctor slash YouTuber, and he makes productivity videos on YouTube. I really enjoy his content a lot, but he talks about like an unfair advantage, and talks about how everybody has an unfair advantage. And when I was first watching that video, I was like, I do not. I told myself, I was like, I don't have an unfair advantage. But then I sat on my bed one night and I thought about it, and I was like, what is my unfair advantage? Like, what is it? And I come to the conclusion that I actually do have an unfair advantage. So for example, of an unfair advantage is, instead of just doing like a day in my life, doing something that's specific to your lifestyle. So for example, if you are an international student, for example, you doing a day in my life is not going to do as good as if you title that video Day in the Life of an International Student. You being an international student is your unfair advantage. If you are a track and field athlete, or you are a basketball player, or you are a football player, and you title your videos Day in the Life of a Football Player or a D1 athlete, that's your unfair advantage. If you come from an African home and you do a video, a day in the life in an African home, being an African home is your unfair advantage. If you have, I don't know, acne, you have a face full of acne, like I used to have a lot of acne. I still do have some acne right now, but if you have acne and your skin is bad, that's your unfair advantage. You can make a video trying this popular skincare product on acne prone skin, because if somebody with clear skin tries that product versus someone who has bad skin tries that product, it's a different effect. I'm more likely to watch a video of a product on someone who doesn't have the best skin versus someone who has the best skin, because I want to see how that product potentially transform that skin. So you having acne is your unfair advantage, you know? And I just think that if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have an unfair advantage, just sit in your bed, sit down, think about what your unfair advantage is, and use that to your advantage. If you are a twin, you have an identical twin sister, that's your unfair advantage. You can make YouTube videos with her, and people are gonna watch you because it's very, I want to say it's like odd, because like there are a lot of twins in this world, but not everybody is a twin. So you having a twin sister is your unfair advantage, you know? I think unfair advantages are one thing that make people go viral. Okay, that's one thing, and that's one thing that I plan to do this year. Is that last year I was just making videos titled Day in My Life or Come to High School with Me. But now I'm going to make sure that I use my unfair advantages in my videos, and I title my videos that if I become a track and field D1 athlete, when I become a track and field D1 athlete, I title my video Day in the Life of a D1 track and field athlete. I had the idea of doing what I eat in a days, but there are like dozens of what I eat in a days out on YouTube. But I come from an African home. If I made a video what I eat in a day in an African home, that's my unfair advantage, because not everybody can have that exact same experience, so that makes me stand out on YouTube. And I guess figuring out that everybody has an unfair advantage and figuring out how to use that to your success to grow your YouTube channel is absolutely, it's really a good thing. And I've been really thinking about that lately, and it's really changed my perspective on YouTube and YouTube growth. The next thing, as far as the harsh truth about YouTube, is just this one statement that I'm gonna say right now. Stop being boring. Okay, this sounds very, very harsh, and like it's harsh, but it's the truth. The reason why you're not getting views on your videos or you're not growing on YouTube, especially if you're in the lifestyle niche, is because you're boring. That's it. And I'm boring too. I've been boring, you know. I want to say my dream, but at some point on this channel, I wanted to be those YouTubers that blew up from a morning routine video. But the thing is, I was so boring. My lifestyle was boring. How I portrayed my videos were boring. My storytelling skills were boring. That probably would not happen if I continue that way. But how do you fix being boring? No one's naturally boring if you think about it. No one's like, you're not born boring. Everyone has something exciting about them. You just have to figure out how to portray that clearly on camera. Also from Ali Abdallah's video, he talks about on-camera confidence. And he talks about like if you're normally a 7, and if you want that 7 to portray on camera, like your energy, your not energy, but like your enthusiasm is a 7. If you want that 7 to portray on camera, you have to act like a 9. because the camera decreases the energy in your videos or in your personality. So in order to get the same energy appear on camera, you have to increase it a little bit. If you're a 5 and you want your energy to portray as a 5 on camera, you have to act like a 7. Act above it, because the camera decreases your quality, your enthusiasm a little bit more. So as far as like not being boring, is figuring out, okay, how do I improve my on-camera presence? How do I get better at my storytelling skills? How do I make people care? And as far as making people care, also combines figuring out what your unfair advantage is. Literally, after you've watched this video, even right now, you can click on the video right now, I can do it right now. But just like take a pen and paper and ask yourself, okay, what is my unfair advantage? What is something that I have that not a lot of people have? Something that is personal to me that could make me potentially stand out on YouTube, and use that to your advantage. All right, last but not least, I want to touch on the mental aspect of having a YouTube channel. Whoever said YouTube is easy definitely lied, like big time. Never believe what they say ever again, because they're liars. But YouTube is not easy. I want to like cross my boundaries and say that YouTube is one of the hardest jobs out there. It's definitely probably not. I don't know the stats behind that, but YouTube is a really hard job. Especially if you're doing this as an adult and you have to like, make money for your family and this is your full-time job. It becomes hard. So that's one of the reasons why I'm grateful that it's not my full-time job. I'm a student. Like, if I wanted to, I could quit YouTube tomorrow and not worry about it. But I'm doing YouTube right now because I want to, and I genuinely enjoy creating content. But there is like no sense of security when it comes to YouTube, in the sense that your videos could be doing amazing this month and then the next month you could get like 0 views on the video, and you just have to go with it because that's how YouTube is, But as far as like comparing yourself to other people, when I was first starting on my channel, I used to compare myself a lot to other YouTubers. Like, I would see YouTubers that started their channel around the same time that I started my channel, and they were growing super fast. And I'm like, why do they have that many subscribers and I'm not growing faster than them? Why are they this? Why are their videos getting views? Why am I not getting as much views? And I was just like complaining. But like, I just have to sit down and be like, okay, why on earth am I complaining? Like, I have something that a lot of people want, yet I'm like so blinded by my complaints that I can't see how lucky I am. So yeah, that's the end of the video.